In order for your athletes to have the energy to perform well and the ability to recover, they must be eating the proper nutrients. Exercise enhances health, so let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. A nutrient is a specific substance found in food that performs one or more physiological or biomechanical functions in the body. There are 6 major classes of essential nutrients in food. They are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water. These essential nutrients are required by the body and created in food. You can find calcium, protein, riboflavin, vitamin A and D in dairy. You can find B vitamins, iron, potassium, and zinc in protein. Grains contain B vitamins, iron, and fiber. Vegetables have vitamins A and C, iron, potassium, and fiber. Fruit contains vitamin A and C, potassium, and fruit. You find vitamins A and D and E in oils. There are also non-essential nutrients found in food, but our body is also capable of making them. Checking the RDA with your athletes is the best way to determine if they are in the adequate or safe zone of intake of nutrients. Your athletes can visit myplate.gov to find out what they should be eating specifically, but in general, in a 2,000 calorie per day diet, your athlete should have 6 ounces of grains, 2.5 cups of vegetables, 2 cups of fruit, 3 cups of dairy, 2 for kids under 8. Help yourself out on travel tournaments by trying the food exchange system to find foods similar to foods they don't enjoy, which contain the similar nutrition value. Due to an athlete's diet or preferences, they may be lacking in certain areas. Adding supplements can help them reach their nutrient goal. The FDA provides a detailed list of recommended supplements that the athlete and their family can use to their advantage. As we know, the body uses these nutrients to create energy. Energy is the capability to do work. Work is one form of energy we call mechanical or kinetic energy. Work equals force times distance. Power equals work divided by time, and the total daily energy expenditure, or TDEE, is the sum of BEE, TEF, and TEE. Use this calculator with your athletes to determine how much energy they are using per day and if it matches their nutrient intake accordingly. Now we will go over the essential nutrients in depth. Carbohydrates are the organic compounds that contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in various combinations. There are 2 types of carbohydrates, simple and complex. Simple carbs are sugars and can be disaccharides or monosaccharides. These include glucose, fructose, and galactose. Glucose and fructose are found in fruits. Galactose is found in milk. They also include maltose, lactose, and sucrose. Maltose is in malt liquor, lactose is in sugar and milk, and sucrose is table sugar. Complex carbohydrates are very important for an athlete's diet. Complex carbs are formed when 3 or more glucose molecules combine, and they are known as starches. We need 60% of our daily calories to be carbohydrates, and no more than 25% coming from added sugars. Carbs are so important for an athlete because they provide energy to the metabolism, nerves, blood cells, and eyes. Proper amounts of carbs help prevent fatigue during training and competition. The fatigue can be mental or physical, but eating carbs before can prevent both levels of fatigue. Fat is another important part of the production of ATP. Fatty acids and main LCFA, long-chain fatty acids, are used for ATP. During exercise, the body burns fat, but many young athletes believe eating fats is bad. Eating a diet with healthy fats is a necessity for an athlete. Protein is commonly loved by athletes, but it is a complex chemical structure containing carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, as well as nitrogen. Athletes should get 15% of their daily energy intake from protein, which should be consumed with carbs before and after their workout. Before a workout, an athlete should consume 1 to 2 grams per kilogram of carbs and 0.5 through 0.25 grams per kilogram of protein. About 3 to 4 hours before a game, consuming 0.4 to 0.5 grams per kilogram of protein after workouts will help the body recover. Vitamins and minerals can be obtained in food, but supplements can help any deficiencies. Take note of vegan or vegetarian athletes, as this especially applies to them. Large percentages of children do not get the recommended amount of water they need to reach homeostasis. Athletes must drink enough because they sweat so much during their workouts. Test your athlete's sweat rate and teach them how to determine how much and often they need to drink water. Check their body weight before and after exercise. The drink volume versus urine volume, which represents the sweat loss change in body weight plus drink volume minus urine volume. Measure the exercise time and the sweat rate, which is the sweat loss total divided by the exercise time. Sweating also eliminates electrolytes from the body. Sports drinks can help replace them after the game. However, when an athlete plays multiple games a day, they need a sports drink between games. To assess BMI of your athletes, use BMI equals body weight in pounds times 705 divided by height in inches squared. The normal BMI range is between 18.5 and 25. Now we will dive into more specified diet for an intermediate high-intensity sport, such as basketball. During training, athletes should be eating carbs and protein before and after practices. Young athletes especially need to eat a healthy breakfast rich with complex carbs. Before competition, athletes should consume 500 to 600 calories of carbs, but enough in advance so that their stomach has emptied most by tip-off. Enough water before competition is also extremely important. An example pregame meal includes 1 cup of low-fat yogurt, 1 banana, 1 toasted bagel, 1 ounce of turkey breast, 1/2 cups of raisins, and 2 cups of water. After competition, athletes need to replenish carbs, fats, and water lost during exercise, and use protein to help recover. As a premier coach, you travel with the team and are in charge of ensuring they get the nutrients they need before every meal. Here are some ideas.